Welcome to the Magento Association channel on Talk Commerce. Are you a member of the Magento Association? If not, sign up today. For as little as $12 a year, that's $1 a month, you can be a member of the Magento Association. Even if you'd like to be a free member, go to magentoassociation.org and sign up today. Today on the Magento Association channel, I have Sushma Vaya. Sushma is the COO at Ranosys, an Adobe partner located in Singapore. Sushma and her team organizes Meet Magento Singapore, and we talk about Meet Magento, the Magento Association, and especially Singapore. Welcome to this special Magento Association edition of Talk Commerce. Today I have Sushma Vaya. She is in Singapore, and she is with Meet Magento Singapore. We are going to talk about the event and how fun it was and how fun it's going to be into the future. Sushma, go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us what you do on a day-to-day basis and maybe one of your passions in life.
Thank you, Brent. Very happy, feeling really elated to be part of this. My name is Sushma Vaya, as you already shared with everyone. In summary, if I would say one-liner, my day-to-day job is to make sure people associated with us are happy. I act as the COO, Chief Operating Officer with Ranosys. I'm the organizer also for Meet Magento Singapore. I take care of end-to-end operations for the company, making sure all the departments meet their KPIs. People attached with us, I really mean it, whether they are partners, our customers, of all important people, team members, employees are happy. That's the goal, and that's what I do. Been in Singapore for past 18 plus years now. And yeah, I think that summarizes.
So your real role is a Chief Happiness Officer.
I wish.
I went to Meet Magento Singapore in 2019, and it's such a great city, such a great community, and the event was so well put on. Tell us a little bit about the history of Meet Magento Singapore, why you guys started it, and a little bit about the event.
Thanks. One of my favorite points to talk about. We've been associated with Magento per se from, I'd say, its childhood days, because we used to do those little Magento meetups when we were very young as a company. Magento also was running community editions and all, and we did see real good potential traction, people attached. Around 2016, 17, 18, we did attend a lot of Magento events globally. And that got us excited that let's have one Meet Magento Singapore itself. And the thought was really well taken by Adobe Commerce, aka Magento, and we got this to own and organize Meet Magento Singapore. It was really, it has been an exciting journey. It was when the very first event, what I'd say was the most exciting for us was that Singapore hosts and is easy for people. It attracts people, businesses, retail, commerce especially, a lot more easier, sorry if I sound biased, than a lot of other companies. It has that reputation and comfort as well. The venue has been amazing, I'd say, and we've enjoyed. And of course, we all know since past 3 years, the journey we have seen how retail and commerce has transformed. Likewise has the event itself, opening it up for online presence, mix of both. So in all, I'd say it's been insightful. This is something that we ourselves learn from people around the globe when they come here, and everyone builds that bond, that community. So exciting journey.
If you were to say to someone to attend the event, what would be some of the big draws to attend Meet Magento Singapore?
I'll talk about Singapore, right? First is really the place, because as much as it is a little red dot, a small place, it offers everything. It attracts businesses. It adopts technology really fast and well. The place itself is an attraction. I would say people to come and visit and see how this is so well organized, disciplined, yet open for innovation, and it implements that. Of course, because of all these things, there are huge brands, companies who have their foundation here, who have their offices here, so they can see and communicate, that community bonding, and they can see how these big brands are facing the challenges implementing it via technology, solving it. For Meet Magento Singapore, I'll say come for our after parties as well. After parties are fun everywhere, but I'd really boast that some of the best after parties we've had. The venue is great, Marina Bay Sands, and it's real fun here, meeting people from close to 100 plus countries and connecting, talking. It's a different mode that you see them in after parties and different insights that you get during the event, the talk.
I think that we forgot about the importance of meeting people in person, and everybody thought, oh, now that everybody's doing Zoom meetings and online, that the live event is dead. But I think what we found is that people desire to see people in person. And not only do you get to go to a great event, but you get to see a great city, and then you get to see different cultures and all kinds of things that are wrapped around traveling to a different type of place. And I agree that Singapore is very easy to get to. For us in the U.S., it's a long way, it's halfway around the world, but
yes,
it's very easy, it's very accessible. And I can say that even the customs, everybody was so nice, and it's so easy to get through. The cultures, there's multiple cultures. In 2019, we brought 8 people from our office in Ahmedabad to Singapore. And what did we do as soon as we landed? Everybody wanted to find their Gujarati restaurant to eat at, so we all found the section of town that had a Gujarati restaurant, and we ate there. So there is food for everybody. There's something for everybody to offer. What would you say to a sponsor who would like to sponsor Meet Magento?
For sponsors, I think there's a wonderful mix of audience because there's a very good balance in terms of merchants, in terms of technology partners, and end users, customers. So with this balance, they get to have their message reach the right people. It's not lopsided. So that is one real advantage, and we take care of it. Otherwise, even the ecosystem is such that it attracts all these different pool of people. So that's one of the biggest advantages for sponsors. Plus, they shared, there's this very easy towards reputation of delivery. Singapore has gained its repo in terms of making sure businesses are smoother run. The government would say, we'll take care of the hassle for you. We'll make sure things are not full of bumps for you, and you make sure that the business is flourishing. So that kind of something is a healthy sign for someone to sponsor in an ecosystem like this. So usually this is also something that we hear from our sponsors. And yes, digital marketing and all, there's a good outreach, there's a good reach that they get from this. So yeah, that's what we tell them.
From the event organizer side, so I know Ranosys has been organizing Meet Magento Singapore. If other organizers would like to organize an event in a different region, a different city, do you have some advice for them to get started and some reasons why they would want to get started organizing a Meet Magento in a different city?
Why they should or why they would, for sure, organizers do gain a lot of publicity for sure, and learning on top of that, because something that even our own customers, our own partners, something that we see them when they are there on the stage speaking or discussing, it's a very different learning and insight that we get, which otherwise in day-to-day communication or interactions, we don't get each other on that level of thinking or discussion. This is something we must do because meeting them in a different mindset is altogether new learning, and we build a bond, a community which is memorable, plus helping the overall ecosystem. If there are any tips or anything that we follow or we would prefer people to follow, is maintain local touch, what that place is known for, because people would come from far away from different places to also know more about that place there's nothing beautiful or ugly. It's the combination that makes that place really different and unique. So I'd say maintain that, make sure people also know more about the place, know the local touch, local flavor, so that event automatically becomes very special and unique. There are many things, but this is what I feel we must consider.
I like what you said about having a different mindset to learn. And I think that oftentimes as we are pushing our whole team to do work, that we forget that our team has to also learn about what's new. If we continue to work on what's old, then all we're going to do is trade old things. Creating new things requires new knowledge. And I agree that you get put into a different mindset and you're not in front of a bunch of screens. You may be in front of your laptop while you're watching the speaker speak, but you're not in front of 10 screens with a dog barking and somebody asking you it's time for dinner. It puts you in a place where you're in a learning mode. Maybe speak to that learning mode a little bit.
If I take myself as an example, I don't come from a technical background, but when I'm there, I listen to those even technical talks or the innovations. It makes me more excited to know more. Magento as a platform, I would have never known otherwise, except for that, okay, customers need this, we fulfill this. The depth of it, I would have never known or never have been inquisitive to know that, okay, all right, there is this feature. So because when during panel discussions or somebody shares, you can do this, just talking about that specific feature, which to me appears like magic. And then I feel, oh, okay, then what else does it do? What else does it do? Where else can it be implemented? And it gives ideas, okay, not necessarily here, it can be used somewhere else. So I'm a student there, actually, when I participate or I hear the talks, the speakers talking about it. Likewise, someone who's technical may find interesting business cases which he or she would have not thought of while working on that piece of code or that piece of integration.
I know that there has always been a developer track or a technical track, and there's been a business track, and that just means that there's something for both audiences. There's something for merchants to learn about what are the new things that I can do on Magento or Adobe Commerce. And I know, especially for the developers, they can learn about the newest technology things that may put a merchant to sleep. Having that ability to see those different pieces of the puzzle and spark some interest. And I'm just going to say that those new things create innovation, because a merchant may say, oh, I saw this at this event, I'd like to do it on my site, but I'd like to do it in this way. So pushing the boundaries. I sit on the membership committee, and Meet Magento Association is trying to get more members as part of the Magento Association. What would you say to people who are not sure or don't know why they should join? Do you have any good advice for them?
Say definitely join, because I'll make it a little more philosophical. I hope you don't mind, because at the end of the day, all of us want to contribute. All of us want to give back. In that effort, what we gain is enormous. When we join, our intention was really not, oh, we give back, we do this. But, okay, it's a community. We want to learn. I'm very attached to this, by the way, Magento Association, because we've gained a lot. Whatever we've gained, I'd say, from early years till now, it's because of that and because of the community it creates. So the fulfillment part is huge, in addition to what we gain in terms of repeat learning, resources, to knowing problems before you face it, and solutions, how these get resolved. All these are, like, I'd say, golden assets of being part of a community, and which Magento Association gives you so readily, easily. I would not ask anyone to think twice about it, because this is one of the strongest, one of the biggest, and I wish all the best, because that shouldn't die.
Yeah, and even at the lowest level, it's $1 a month, so $12 a year, and I think that allows anybody the facility to join. And we are coming out with some other models where companies can sponsor their employees to join as well. So there's going to be continued innovations from the Magento Association to help membership grow. Sushma, as we close out our podcast every week, I give the guests an opportunity to do a shameless plug about anything, promotion about anything you'd like to promote. What would you like to promote today?
I hadn't really thought about it so much, what I'd like to promote, but since I'm part of Ranosys, I'm part of this whole company, that's one thing that I can promote is that explore, recommend, refer Ranosys, explore our services. I think that's about it. I wasn't really that prepared about it, what in my mind. So that's what I can think as the first thing.
That's great. Thank you, Sushma. Thanks for staying up so late for me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Pleasure talking to you.
I wish you all the...
You have some...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying you have some really interesting questions there.
Good, yeah, and I wish you all the best in your event coming up. I wish I could be this year.
Thank you so much. I will miss you.
2023, hopefully.
Definitely, yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Brent. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
One of the coolest things about becoming a member of the Magento Association is that you can and will become an important philanthropist. Here's why. When you participate in the Magento Association, you can choose even a modest amount to contribute on a monthly basis. That contribution will continue seamlessly and hassle-free into the foreseeable future, and the modest amount grows and grows. Pretty soon, a few years have gone by, and those dollars are continuing to go to our community and the association, and without you even realizing it, your contribution now reaches into the hundreds. What that says about you is that you believe in the Magento Association and in our mission. It says that you're pledging your support for the future of this community, as much as you're celebrating its past and enjoying its present. Your single monthly amount, whatever it is, ends up really making a huge difference as you support what is important to you. Go to magentoassociation.org/join and join today. Thank you. Thank you again for listening. My name is Brent Peterson, and it has been a pleasure to be your host today. Please sign up for our newsletter platforms at talk-commerce.com. Rate and subscribe to Talk Commerce wherever you download your podcasts. New shows out every week.